Day 773 being Christopher Cruz. Oh, there we go. It's starting to work. All right. Day 773 being Christopher Cruz. So I have one of the clients, the older lady, she's 59 years old. She signed up. She's the one who bought some lion bracelets and gave one to her husband like 2 years ago. And he died, and she buried him wearing the lion bracelet. And she signed up for the purpose coaching, and she had her friend write her a check for the $2,500. And so her friend is supposed to mail it to her. It's taken time to get there. It's taken up to like 2 weeks before because of where she lives. And so I was like, okay, you just got to figure something out, because she made a $250 payment last week. And like, I know she really needs this. She's so coachable. I love coaching her. Like, this is super life-changing for her. And like, I also have to run a business. And so I messaged her, and she says, yeah, she said she mailed it. I'm just waiting for it. I have some other jobs coming up too that I'll be able to like send you a payment as soon as those go through this next week. And I was just like thinking like, okay, well, we're just going to move the call because this will be our third call. And so we're just going to move it to next week. And there was just something that was like, nope. Like, I feel like God was really just like urging me to don't move the call. And I'm not sure why, but I could really feel it, because I started writing the text message like, okay, well, let's move the call till Monday. That gives you 5 days to figure it out, to figure out payment, and we'll go from there. And I stopped in the middle of it because it just felt wrong. It just felt wrong. I don't know why. I don't know why. And so I told her we're going to do the call. I wasn't going to, but we'll do it. And she said, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I said, you're welcome, but don't thank me. Like, God is pushing me to do this. Like, giving God the glory, not me. Like, I'm not being nice. It's God urging me to do it for some reason. So maybe it's going to be a crazy life-changing call for her or me, or I don't know, but I just can't go against that. And so, yeah. Because it's interesting, in the Bible it says you cannot worship two masters. You'll love one and hate the other. And then it goes on to say you can't serve both God and money. And I was definitely choosing money in this situation, where it's like, hey, you got to make a payment, period. Like, you made $250 last week. I know there's a check coming in the way, or coming in the mail, but you got to pay something. And then, so that's the money side. On the God side, it's like, I know I'm meant to serve her and help her. I mean, she buried her husband wearing one of my Lion Do bracelets. Like, that's intense. Like, that's like, wow. And these calls are so powerful for her, and she's so incredibly grateful. And so when it comes to like the God side, it's like, of course, like, it's a freaking hour of my time. It's not a big deal, but it's life-changing for her. And I know she's going to pay. Like, I don't have any doubt. Yeah, I can tell after coaching someone, like, if they're sincere or full of shit. And so, and I know she's so sincere, and she appreciates the coaching. And so, I was about to choose money, and I'm glad God stopped me from doing that, because as soon as I messaged her, it was like, I felt like, okay, that feels right. So, yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. It was like a battle. It was like a pride thing. Like, you don't do free coaching. Like, nope, if she doesn't pay, you're not doing a session. Like, just kind of like this, I don't know, there's just no love in that. Like, I know she's going to pay, no doubt in my mind. And so it's like, if I know she's going to pay, I'm not worried about her stiffing me or anything like that at all in any way. She's just not that kind of person. But it's like, if I know she's going to pay, then what does it matter if I do the call now and she pays later? Like, what does it matter? I've got money. My rent is paid. Like, things are getting paid. More payments are coming in. Like, I'm not like desperate right now. So what's the difference? It's literally nothing but just pride. And this is where, like, I think in the business world, we're just brainwashed to choose money over people, like profit over people. And wow, that is, okay, now I know for sure I did the right thing, because I was looking at this book that I was doing last night, I'm gonna do some more today, was talking about, like, what are your, what boundaries will you need to put in place to ensure that your business is aligned with your why? My why of Warriors of God is to lead humanity back to God. That's the why. So what boundaries will you need to put in place to ensure your business is aligned with leading humanity back to God? And the very first thing I put, people over profits. Like, when we have Warriors of God, like, if someone doesn't have the money to find their purpose, we'll figure it out. We're not just going to leave them stranded because they don't have money, because people over profits, like souls over sales. That's good. I write that down. Souls over sales. So I think there's like, me choosing to not coach her until she makes another payment is just like me doing the opposite of what I say we stand for. It's me choosing profits over people. It's me choosing sales over souls. And this coaching is impacting her dramatically, maybe more than any of my other new clients right now, like dramatically impacting her. And so it's like, dude, help her. Like, if you really are people over profits, souls over sales, then help her. She's going to pay you anyway. Like, what's the difference if she pays you today versus in 2 weeks from now? Like, what's the difference? Like, your rent's paid. You're good. God's got you. You're taken care of. Like, dude, wake up. This is why we're just brainwashed in the business world to just choose money, especially coaching. Like, there's so many coaches that turn down people that God sent them to serve because they don't have enough money. And it is so sad. It is so sad. I've done it multiple times. And it's just like, oh man, I know I could totally change that person's life, but they don't have $6,000, $7,000. So maybe some other time. I don't know. It's just like, man, that's so messed up. It's like if you're on a boat and your boat is full of life preservers and you take your boat out to the ocean and there's someone right there who's, you pull up and there's someone drowning right there. And you have a boat full of life preservers. And you could see they need your help. And they can see they need your help. They can see that you help them. You have an entire boat full of life preservers, like full of them. You have exactly what they need. And they're the exact person. They are your target market. People who are drowning need life preservers. And you look at that person and like, hey, I can give you one of these life preservers, but I need $5,000. I'm like, I don't have $5,000. I'm drowning. Well, maybe next time. And you just sail off into the distance, knowing that you just left someone drowning that you could have saved. And all you had to do was give them some of your time. Like the life preservers, I have 24 life preservers on my boat every day, 24 hours. All I need is 1 hour to change someone's life. So it's like, man, so many people were doing that. We see people all around us that are drowning, people that we can serve. And we are charging more money than most people can afford. And so the people that really desperately need us can't even get help from us. The people who need the life preservers can't get it. And I just don't think that's how God operates. Like, I don't think that's how God operates. Like, there's stories in the Bible, you know, of people coming to Jesus and asking to be healed. And people that were so desperate that they would just touch the hem of his garment to get healing. And it's just like, he didn't turn anyone down. The only story I remember of him not healing one person was some lady who wasn't a believer or something like that, or a different religion or something, or from somewhere else. And he said he wouldn't heal her. And then she like had faith in him or something like that. I don't remember the exact story. And then he healed her. So even someone that he turned down, he ended up healing. So I just feel like when I stand before God on my judgment day, he's going to have a list of people that I was meant to serve, a list of people that he sent into my life to make their lives better. And there will be people on that list where I chose money over them. Like, it's just the reality. I chose the sale over their soul, and I never helped them find their purpose. And it's just like these people that God are sending, these people that God is sending me, these people that God are sending me, these people that God is sending me, they need my help desperately, and I know it. And for me to turn them down would just feel so wrong. So making it work for them, you know, setting up payment plans, doing whatever, like, that's okay. It's okay if I don't get it all up front. Like, it's okay if I don't get $17,500 up front. It's okay if I get $17,500 over the next 4 months. Like, that's okay. The money's still coming in, but what's most important are these souls. I don't know. One of these people could be the next Martin Luther King, or the next Gandhi, or the next Mother Teresa. Like, I have no idea. But I know that God sent them to me, and for me to turn them down would be me turning God down. And that's just, it's not okay with me. So I'm really glad I did that. And I'm really glad I wrote this yesterday. Very first thing I wrote about creating boundaries to ensure that our company stays in alignment with our why is people over profits. So, yeah. Really proud of myself. And the world will look at this, and other coaches would look at it and be like, oh my God, that's so stupid, bro. Not to me. Because the only thing that money is going to do in my account is going to make me feel a little more safe and secure. Transforming her life is going to make me feel God's love. And it's going to inspire me and push me to be bigger and greater and go after my dreams. So much more valuable than a little extra safety and security. People's souls are just a lot more important than numbers on a screen in a bank. So, plus she's going to pay anyway. Like, it's not like I'm giving her the coaching for free. She's going to pay anyway. So she's already made a payment. Anyway, great decision.